Hi and welcome to another episode of Baranov TV, designed to demystify the world of accounts and tax and to help your business grow. In this episode I wanted to talk about P11Ds. They are the next stage really that you need to be thinking about of forms that you need to submit to the revenue. If you give your employees or directors any benefits or expenses. So things to think about are company cars, accommodation costs, health insurance, travel expenses. So there are whole loads of different expenses and benefits that you may be giving to your staff or to directors that need to be considered and potentially need to be included in Forms P11D because that tells HMRC about the benefits and expenses, but also enables them to calculate the amount of tax or Class 1A national insurance that should be paid on those benefits or expenses. So you need to submit a P11D to the revenue for each employee who receives any of those sorts of benefits. And you also need to submit to the revenue a form P11DB if they ask for one, if you submit any P11Ds, and also if you've paid any benefits or expenses through the payroll. So those are the three circumstances that you need to do a P11DB, and that needs to be with the revenue by the 6th of July. If the revenue have asked for a P11DB but there's nothing to submit, then what you can do is you can apply for a declaration, which means that you don't actually then need to submit a P11DB in future. So if you're paying tax on the employee's benefits and expenses through the payroll, you don't need to submit a P11D for them, but you do need to make sure that you include those amounts on the P11DB because you need to take account of the Class 1A national insurance. And that Class 1A national insurance needs to be paid over by the 19th of July. So that's the two big deadlines, the 6th of July for the P11DB to be submitted, and then the payment of the Class 1A national insurance by the 19th of July. All of the different types of expenses and benefits are calculated differently. So you do need to make sure that you consider all of the different types and that you look into each one. If you would prefer for us to do that for you, of course we can. It's actually quite a simple process for us to prepare P11Ds and P11DBs these days, because for most of our clients we have access to their online software. So we can go into Xero or QuickBooks and find a lot of that information. We will need to ask a few questions just to make sure that there's nothing else, but it's really quite straightforward to process, and there's not a massive cost associated with that, depending on the complexity and the numbers involved, obviously, for the size of your team. You need to be aware that those two deadlines that I've given you do apply or do attract penalties and interest. So you do make sure that you hit those, please. Do get in touch if you've got any questions about P11Ds or would like to talk about us completing those for you. Otherwise, I'll see you all very soon.